Hi, I'm Jeff Goldblum, and you're watching Comedy Central. Peaches.
Hi, I'm Chris Elliott, and you're watching Comedy Central. That's right.
Get ready for Versus! Tonight, it's the team whose sideburns are big enough to conceal an emergency chicken drumstick. Versus! The team that throws a surprise party every time they take off their panties. That's right, it's Elvis impersonators versus female impersonators on Versus! Your host, Greg Proops!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Versus, the show that brings together two rival teams and pits them against one another on our field of mortal intellectual combat. We had to hire security today because there is not enough room to hold all the egos we have on this stage. It's Viva Las Vegas versus Viva La Difference tonight here on Versus. We've met the teams, now let's go undercover. Mr. Liss, explain.
Okay, Greg. First, there's Harry. He had his first sexual experience listening to Love Me Tender, which was sweet because he was all alone at the time. Tony once paid a Memphis man $1,000 to sniff one of Elvis's sequin jumpsuits. Dean honors Elvis every year by eating a bucket of chicken in the bathroom and passing out with his pants around his ankles. There they are, the Elvis impersonators. First, there's Tamara. He says, once you put on some makeup and tuck your genitalia between your legs, you'll never go back. Say hello to Alexis. Don't be fooled by the great legs and tight ass. This dog has got a bone. Finally, there's Cassandra. He enjoys the music of Liza Minnelli and the editorial pages of Spank Daddy magazine. And those are the female impersonators. Greg, I think we're going to have a real alley fight on our hands.
Thank you, Mr. Liss. You may be wondering what makes these two teams rivals. Well, one dresses up like women, and the other dresses up like the king of rock and roll. And we wanted to find out who the hell was smarter. We're going to start things off, yes, and I would be over-enthusiastic too, were I you. We're going to start things off with some general knowledge questions. Okay, everyone has a chance to ring in, and every correct answer is worth 100 clams. If you get it wrong, you don't lose any points, but the other team has a chance to confer and swipe the mool. All eyes on the magnificence of the Versus board. Here is our first subject, United States geography. And the categories are even lower than Jerry Springer, and all day long, nothing but beach, beach, beach. Well, the Elvis impersonators, you won the coin toss backstage. You picked the first category, Dean.
We're going to go even lower than Jerry Springer.
All righty. At 282 feet below sea level, what is the lowest point in the Western Hemisphere? Tamara.
Death Valley.
Oh, yes. You were born in the wagon of a traveling show. That much is clear.
That's right, babe.
All right. Which of the 50 states can boast of having the longest coastline? Harry.
California.
So close yet so wrong. Female
Florida.
imps? Sorry?
Florida.
Florida, no. Anybody? It's Alaska. Alaska. Very big, surrounded by water. That's how you know that one. Okay? Although you did a good job. Here we go. The next subject, food. The categories are Who Fried Roger Rabbit and E.L. Fudge Packers. We go for the single entendre here. Tamara, you're lithe and beautiful. Let your tongue do the walking.
E.L. Fudge Packers, please.
All righty. Located at One Hollow Tree Lane, what cookie and cracker company claims its snacks are made by elves? Cassandra.
Keebler.
Oh, yes. You gonna let those men dressed as women take you to the cleaners, dudes?
You bet.
All right on. Here we go. Welsh rabbit isn't really rabbit, but it is actually what kind of food? That's Welsh rabbit. Anybody? Nobody?
I never ate it.
You never ate it. Wow. Well, you both ate it on that question, and I think all of us at home knew that it is cheese. Cheese. Moving swiftly on to the next subject, which is movies. The categories are, why Julia Roberts? What big teeth you have? And that little mermaid gave me crabs. Cassandra, I like you. You choose.
Oh, thank you, Bob. I think I'm going to go with Julia Roberts. What big teeth you have.
In what 1988 chick flick do Julia Roberts and Lily Taylor play Connecticut waitresses? Alexis.
Mystic Pizza.
Yes! Hey, you know, you fools can rush in anytime you like, all righty?
Buddy, we're all shook up.
In Disney's 1989 animated musical The Little Mermaid, what is the name of the mermaid's crab friend? Tamara.
Sebastian?
Sebastian is correct. Moving swiftly on to the next category, literature. The categories are The Cat in the Hat Ain't No Puss in Boots, or Who Wants a Little Dickens Before Bed? Miss Collins, will you choose? Alexis.
The Cat in the Hat Ain't No Puss in Boots.
Fade. What is the real name of children's book author Dr. Seuss? Dr. Seuss's real name. Wow, another crushing disappointment. And we all grew up with these books.
That was the first.
Theodore Geisel, for those of you playing at home.
Tip of my tongue.
And for Ben Stein, who already knew the answer.
Where is Jimmy Kimmel?
What? I'm sorry it wasn't a Madeline question. Then maybe we might have had a chance on that one there. All right. What Charles Dickens novel begins, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times? Alexis.
A Tale of Two Cities.
That is correct. Wow. At the end of round one, the female imps with 500, the Elvis imps a big goose egg, but stick around because we're going to impersonate a game show when we get back. Hello, my ungrateful piglets, and welcome back to Versus. After the general knowledge round, the score is the female imps 500, the Elvis impersonators zip. Wow.
Hey, we're the kings, they're the queens. Give us a break. Let's play ball. Let's go.
This is what I like, huh? That's right. Let the dissing begin. All right. Now the questions are going to focus on both of your very, very different worlds. Although, in your differences, there are more similarities, aren't there, ladies and gentlemen? There are 5 questions written for each team. If you answer a question in your category, it's worth $200. If you answer a question from the other team's category, it's worth $400. A wrong answer is going to cost you $200. Because this is a timed round, there may be strategy involved. The Elvis impersonators are so far behind, you get to pick from the board or poach a question from your opponent's side. Your choices am... Elvis has left the buffet, or don't get your man-sized panties in a bundle. Dean, you won the Cy Young Award in '64. You choose.
I'm going to have to go for the Elvis has left the buffet.
Okay.
But not for long.
At what Las Vegas hotel did Elvis Presley sell out 837 consecutive performances? Tony.
The Las Vegas Hilton.
That is correct.
Get on, baby.
Jumping up. For good luck, she squeezed Elvis's fuzzy dice. All right, you choose, Tony, because you rage.
For good luck, she squeezed Elvis's fuzzy dice.
Very well. At your behest. In 1964, Elvis was rumored to have an affair with what leading lady from the movie Viva Las Vegas? Cassandra.
Oh, it's the red chick. Oh, shit, what is her name?
No conferring,
yes, no, I
Cassandra.
know who it is. It's Anne Margaret.
It is Anne Margaret. Listen, the day a female impersonator doesn't get an Anne Margaret question is the day I walk. Do you hear me? All right, moving on. Are you low slung tonight? Or don't get your panties in a bundle? Cassie, rage.
Okay, Wink, I think we're going to take Don't Get Your Panties in a Bundle.
All righty. Here is the question. Memories, like the corners of my mind, is the memorable opening line to what Barbra Streisand tune? Dean.
The Way We Were.
The Way We Were is right. Woo. Honestly. For a moment, I thought time had rewritten every line. And the new one is slightly bigger in girth. He made the hormone. Dean, you choose.
Are you low slung tonight?
All right. Is your heart full of pain? Shall I come
Can I
back?
call you okay?
Eaten by Elvis morning, noon, and night, his favorite fried sandwich was made with bread and what other two ingredients? Cassie.
Peanut butter and bananas.
That's right! The new one is, he may have died in the bathroom, but the king never crapped out. Cassandra, your cleavage is amazing. Will you choose?
Okay, Greg. Let's go with slightly bigger in the girth. He meant the hormone.
All right. Reading is fundamental. Here we go. Responsible for that pesky leg hair, male hormones, including testosterone, are collectively known as what? Male hormones are known as what? It's a biology question, and we stumped everyone. Androgens. Androgens. New category. Wearing sweaters gave Ed Wood. Cassie, you're still on the horse. Ride.
Let's go with Wearing Sweaters Gave Ed Wood.
Of course it did. What 1956 film by cross-dressing director Ed Wood Jr. received the Golden Turkey Award for being the worst movie ever made? Tamara.
Plan 9 from Outer Space?
Correct. Not much time left, 30 seconds. I'm anti-pimp, but I do support host as the category. Tamara, you must choose. Not much time left.
Oh, I'm anti-pimp, but I do support hoes.
Here we go. Everyone, stand to. In 1997, what comic actor was stopped by police after picking up a transvestite prostitute on Santa Monica Boulevard? Alexis.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. I always thought you were crazy, but now I can see you're nuts is our next category. Alexis, you must choose.
I always thought you were crazy, but now I see you're nuts.
All right. Thank goodness the podium's here. Here we go. Before Tom Hanks was Saving Private Ryan, he was wearing a dress in what early 80s sitcom? Cassandra, did she get in? I think she did. Cassandra.
Bosom Buddies.
Correct! At the end of round 2, the score is the female impersonators 1900, the Elvis impersonators 600. When we come back, everyone takes off their clothes and freaks out. Welcome back to Versus Primates. Ain't that the truth of it then? It all comes down to this. The female impersonators lead the Elvis impersonators. The winners keep their cash. The losers leave here broken and defeated, but not empty-handed. We have prizes. Joseph.
Each loser will receive a Hellbros, his or her superb quality crafted water-resistant calendar watch. Fashion link bracelet creation in stylish stainless steel and gold tone from Hellbros.
Well, that watch will certainly set off either ensemble that our contestants are wearing today. Here's how it works. Each of you will get 3 questions, and that's it. Ring in as soon as you think you know what the answer is. If you get it right, 250. If you get it wrong, we take away 250. All of the questions in this round can be answered by one of these 3 choices. The King, Elvis Presley. The Queen, Boy George. The artist, formerly known as Prince. All right, is that clear for everybody? Picture clear. Tamara, Dean.
Yes, sir.
Let's play Versus. had a #1 hit with the title song from his first film, Love Me Tender?
The King.
The King, correct. Won the Grammy for Best New Artist in 1980. Yes?
Boy George.
Boy George. The Queen. It was easy to get all shook up over the success of his Purple Rain.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
Yes! Moving on. Well done, Dean. Come up, Tony. Come up, Alexis. It's versus time. Appeared in an episode of the TV show The A-Team. Alexis.
Boy George.
Yes, the Queen. Here we has the largest selling commemorative stamp in the country. Tony.
The King.
Yes. Served in the armed forces. Alexis.
Elvis Presley.
Yes, the King. That is right. Carry on. Tony got 1. Cassandra. Oh, my God, they're gigantic. Here we go. He wasn't trying to be clever when he named his 1986 song Kiss.
Prince.
Prince is right, Harry. Artist formerly known as Prince. Performed the theme song from the film The Crying Game. Cassie.
The Queen.
That's right. Down to it. In 1994, he flicked the switch in London, officially launching Yes.
Boy George.
No. I'll finish for Cassandra, officially launching the VH1 in the United Kingdom. Cassie.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
Yes! The Kings are dead. Long live the Queens. Female impersonators 3,400. Elvis is 1,100. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, I'm going to dress up like both sides, and we're going to see how smart the female impersonators are. Remain seated.
Next time on Comedy Central's new game show, Versus. It's skiers versus snowboarders, fighting it out in a pole-sticking, board-shredding challenge for intellectual domination. Watch Versus tomorrow at 5, only on Comedy Central.
Welcome back. Yes, in case you just tuned in, these are men. Big, beautiful men, dressed as women, right here on Versus. And the female impersonators are today's winners of the show. Hooray. Oh, yeah. Let me ask you a question, Cassandra.
Sure.
Darling.
Sweetie.
Yes,
Sweetie darling.
Sweetie darling. Elvira, do you make your living doing a little Elvira shtick?
Little Elvira, little Madonna, mostly Elvira.
Really?
I got the tassels so that I can like spin them, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
And Alexis, what about you, my darling?
Characters that I do? Mm-hmm. I do Winona Judd.
Really?
A thin version.
Yeah.
Before the donuts hit.
Yeah, before
Please, right in.
Sorry, Winona. Before the donuts kicked in. And we're actually working up a Prince and Sheena Easton number together.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, see how the groundswell of support for that?
Yeah.
And Tamara, they were telling me you're a good mechanic.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
What do you work on?
My pickup truck.
Uh-huh.
It's a big truck.
Right.
I love it.
You put the wigs in the back or what?
Excuse me? Oh, honey, I have to. Some of those headdresses are so big. You think I'm kidding? It's like Lucy.
Seriously.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, she hauls all of us around. We just throw all the drag in the
all
back.
three of us will be leaving a show, and like we'll all be walking out with like arms full of stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this is Larry's. We got our pile back there."
Not counting the men we pick up on the way.
Yeah. No.
Okay, all right.
That's why you do it.
Those never count. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, though. All right. And Elvis impersonators, how are we doing over there?
Baby, we're all shook up about losing, but we sure do want to give them a big applause.
Oh, man. I know that the game show stage is no place for cheap sentiment, ladies and gentlemen, but I can't help but be moved by the Elvis impersonators' graciousness.
But we don't really share money or anything. Hang on
No.
a second.
The way the king would have wanted him.
Okay. All right. We have to rock here. Here we go. You've won a total of 3,400 clams, which is yours to keep. Now we're going to see if you can win some more cash. It's time for the grand finale. I will ask you one question. Get it right, you win $1,000. If you get it wrong, the Elvis impersonators will have a chance to swoop in and bite it. Here are the two subjects you can choose from. Listen carefully. Transition elements of the periodic table Or cross-dressers in motion pictures. What's it gonna be, girlfriend?
Let me think about this, Greg. Cross-dressers in motion pictures.
Here we go. In 1994, RuPaul made her motion picture debut as Bodega Woman in what movie? You have 10 seconds to confer, and then I'll need an answer. While our female impersonators are conferring, I'd like to let you know that the entire audience is in drag today. That's why they're so happy. Okay, here we go. We need an answer. Tamara.
Was it the Brady Bunch?
No, it wasn't the Brady Bunch. Elvis impersonators, can you take it? You have a second to confer. While the Elvis impersonators are conferring, I'd like you to know that I'm dreaming of a peanut butter pizza. All right, Dean, what's it gonna be?
We're gonna have to go with Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Wrong. Sorry about that. It's Crooklyn, you guys. It's Crooklyn. That's all the time we have, but let's share the joy and hilarity. Join us again next time when Bob Barker takes on an entire bag of rabid ferrets on Versus. We'll see you then. Worship the devil.
Some players may receive a Merriam-Webster reference library. Now available, Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary Deluxe Audio Edition includes 100,000 spoken pronunciations and 1,000 color illustrations from Merriam-Webster Incorporated. The Harmony Stereo Music System from JBL features a CD player, AM/FM tuner, and full-time functions with dual alarm. Perfect harmony from JBL. Attila's back, but this time he's got balls. Roller balls, that is. The inline skate with the unique spherical-shaped wheels offering unparalleled balance, stability, and control. From Rollerball.
Up next, watch The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, where more Americans get their news than probably should.